All right, so we're just going to look at sketching the parabolas. So we're just going to do, first of all, I'm just going to plot points and draw the parabola. We got -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so in order to sketch this, we need to fill out the table of values. So the first x value there is -3. It's actually, what we might do is we might start at the positive end because it's a lot easier to substitute positive numbers in. So if you put 3 in, you put 3 squared. You don't need a bracket for the positive numbers, but you do need it for the minus, because you need to put, when you put the minus in, you need to actually put the square outside the bracket. When x equals 2, y equals 2 squared, which is 4. When x equals 1, y is 1 squared, which is 1. When x equals 0, y is 0 squared, which is 0. So we have 9, 4, 1, and 0. Now when you do the other side, it actually will turn out to be exactly the same thing. -1 squared is 1, because -1 times -1 is 1. If you put in -2 squared is 4. That's 1, 4. And if you put in -3 squared is 9. Okay, so then you can actually plot these points and sketch this parabola. Now, I do want you to notice that, like, if you've got 2 on one side, you'll have 2 on the other, 2 goes to 4, -2 goes to 4. So you notice that it's the same y value on both sides. If you look at 1, it's 1 and 1 on both sides. You put in 1 or you put in -1, you get the same. In the middle there, you have the 0. So it actually has symmetry. So when we're sketching this, if we go, first of all, go 3 to the right, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So go up to 9. The second one you do is 3, 9, 2, 4. So go across to 2 and then go up to 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's about there. 1, 1, across to 1, up to 1. And then 0, 0 is your next point. Then the ones on the other side will be the same, but you can see you have -1, 1, -2, 4, -3, 9. And when you trace through that, you end up with the shape that looks like a parabola. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to look at quick sketching the parabola. So its basic equation is y equals x squared. This is your basic parabola. Looks like that, like the shape that I just drew. If you put a minus in front, it'll just flip it over. So instead of going up, we call that like a sad face, and this one here we call a happy face. And if you put 2 little eyes there, see, it looks like a face, doesn't it? And this one's a sad face. Okay, so then if you add a number, we go x plus c, that will move it up c. So you have the same shape, but it's going to move up to c. So for example, x squared plus 3 will be the basic parabola, but you've got to move it up to 3. Now we call that 3. That 3 is called the y-intercept. So that's the y-intercept, where it cuts the y-axis. So just write the y-intercept will always be equal to c, and it is basically where you cut the y-axis. Okay, so if you had a combination of both, -x plus 1, then that one has a negative in front of the x squared, so that one will be sad, and then it goes plus 1, so that means it goes through 1. So it'd look like this. Okay, and try again. 4 minus x squared. That's a negative sad face, and it goes through 4. So you can see you got the 4 here, the 4 there, that means that'll go through 4. And then because it is a sad face or a minus there, that's why it's going down.